the studio with Alex Caiafa, and we're talking AFL. The other day it was basketball, but we've got you AFL. Can't go past, can't start without mentioning Eddie Maguire, no more. Stepped down immediately from the presidency. Any word on who's going to take over?
No, we don't have any word yet. There's a couple of favourites, one in particular, Mark Corder, who is the vice president.
He's not female.
No,
I'm hearing
not.
A lot of people saying it should be a woman.
Yeah, there are a fair few rumblings around.
Sally Cap, any chance? Put your hand up.
I'm not going to speculate anything yet,
right.
But Mark Corder does seem to be the favourite at the moment, but that's as far as it is at what's going on at the moment.
Okay, Graham Wright, former Collingwood player, has come to Collingwood, just as Eddie's left the door. Who's Hawthorn put into place to take over from what Graham was doing at the club?
So they had interim head of football Rob McCartney there, just overseeing things just to make sure it was all good. Well, he's been promoted to the full-time head of football now, which is pretty good. He came
so they like what they saw.
Yeah, he came to Hawthorn in 2014 and has been there through those couple of premiership years, and he's learned under Graham Wright, so it's a good acquisition.
This will be a shock to a lot of AFL fans. It's a brand new season, more new rules. What are they doing this time?
So once a player takes a mark, if you are on the mark, you are not allowed to move anymore, or else it's a 50-metre penalty. Normally players would be able to move side to side and block the vision of the player, like doing another handball or getting the extra kick. No more. It's in an attempt to get the game moving, and I understand the point behind it, but I think for the first couple of rounds in particular, we're going to see plenty of 50-metre penalties, that's for sure.
Dear. More injuries, Greater Western Sydney. Lockie Whitfield has got himself into trouble. Yeah,
he's got a bruised liver, which is never an ideal thing, and he'll be assessed on a week-to-week basis. So there's actually no set timetable at the moment how long he could be out, and it's devastating because Whitfield is such a good footballer. He's a star. He's a star halfback, star wing player for the Giants, and in particular just the AFL in general. So we don't like seeing any of our superstars out of the game. So we hope he's all right and gets his health in check.
Well, if you're saying that about Greater Western Sydney, what about the Demons? Another player, Wiedemann's gone down.
Yeah, so they've lost Sam Wiedemann now for 10 to 12 weeks with a stress fracture in his leg. That's adding to Ben Brown, who has had just a minor knee surgery and will miss a little bit of time too. So now their two key forwards are missing. They're going to be heavily relying on Tom McDonald to cause some damage up forward. Otherwise,
and
they're
any
in
young kids that they've just brought into the camp. West Coast midfielder Elliot Yeo has also had some problems. I think groin issues.
Yeah.
What do they call the osteopubis?
Yeah.
Is that the official line or not?
I'm not 100% sure on the exact technical term, but yeah, he does have lingering groin issues. He's had them ever since late in 2020 season. It forced him, out late in the season. He missed the finals as well. So it's not good. The Eagles will be hoping he can get back pretty early because he's a star midfielder of the game. He's especially important for their midfield, so they'll be sweating on these round one availability.
Some better news for the Suns. Young Rao looks like he's getting fit or nearly close to being as fit as he can be.
Yeah, it's good to see Matty Rao back. After that devastating shoulder injury in round 5 against Geelong last year,
knocks the confidence, doesn't it?
It does. So it's going to be great to see him back. And there's been few words inside the Suns that he's ready. He wants to make a huge bounce back. So I think the AFL world are excited to see him back.
Speaking of excitement, when I was a young guy, there was a guy called the Big O, Roy Orbison. But apparently, the biggest word at the moment is that the Big O has signed or re-signed for the Brisbane Lions. Is that official?
That is official.
I'm talking about McInerney.
Yeah, the Big O, Oscar McInerney, has re-signed for the Lions for 3 years, and that just adds to their ruck stocks, adds to their tall stocks. He's had a great last 2 or 3 years, and very deserved of his contract extension.
That whole squad has done very well under Fagan, haven't they?
Yeah,
Chris has done a tremendous job.
They have. They've just developed and turned a corner right before our eyes, and they're going to be up there for a long time to come.
Fantastic. Alex Caiafa giving you the lowdown on the latest happenings in the AFL. He does it each and every week on TheInformer. Thank you, mate.
Thanks, George.